even while the primaries were going on, there has been a lot of criticism all over the press about the statement that Governor made yesterday when he was receiving one of the remaining of PDP Edo Central, where he said that Peter Obi has to take permission before he starts. And I think the governor was right in saying that, because we are also saying that the governor can say that because of the kind of hatred that people have for Peter Obi in this state, including me. And when you have people, so many of us that have such hatred for people like that, especially when they came to Edo State and people died, it is proper for him to tell the governor before he will come, so that people like us will be sent on errand out of Edo before he can come and possibly go. I'm sure that's the reason why the governor made that statement. If that why I think the governor made that statement, and it's correct, and we support him in whatever he's saying. So whatever anybody is saying, they're just saying rubbish. And I also want to send a message to people who call themselves APC in this state, that they should be very careful, because we only have PDP remaining, not APC. So if you want to identify with APC, you have to leave it for.
Welcome to democracy. We all heard the shocking statement, the Edo State governor saying that Peter Obi is not allowed to visit the state without his permission, as if Edo State has become his family's compound. At first, many thought maybe it was just ignorance, because the governor is clearly not exposed, not educated, just loud with power. But then the APC chairman in Edo State, who looks polished, educated, even more articulated, came out not to correct that madness, but to aggravate it the more. Double down, he said he personally hates Peter Obi and warned other parties to stay clear and be careful. So tell me, what's the need of education when your mind is still trapped in political barbarism? I want you to understand, this is the real problem in Nigeria. We have the illiterates in power who doesn't understand what governance and democracy is all about. On the other hand, we have the educated elites who understand but choose to defend tyranny because of their stomach infrastructure. These two are very dangerous to a society like Nigeria. If education does not help you respect freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of association, and opposition politics, then what is the difference between the governor and the APC chairman? One is loud in ignorance, the other is smooth in operation, but both are pushing for a single agenda: tyranny, dictatorship in disguise. And this is not surprising. After all, look at their leader, President Tinubu, a man whose presidency is built on a fraudulent electoral process, a president that spends more time traveling abroad than fixing the economic problems at home, whose legacy so far is hunger, currency collapse, and borrowing without limit or shame. A leader that draws pleasure in extravagant spending while complaining that he inherited a deteriorated economy. The APC as a whole is allergic to truth. They are afraid of Peter Obi not because of anything illegal, but because his presence exposes their failure, inability to make proper decisions, their policies that are killing the economy, their incompetence, and their corruption. So to the APC governor and chairman in Edo State, whether you are illiterate or educated, you have no right to ban any Nigerian from any part of the country, let alone Peter Obi. Nigeria is not your estate. And to the people, if we don't rise up and challenge this tyrant today, we wake up in a country where freedom is illegal. I must tell you, we find ourselves in a situation where freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of association, even freedom of living becomes illegal, and we will never be silent. Peter Obi must be free to visit Edo State and anywhere else in Nigeria. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. Like I said earlier on, that the state has been captured. That is what is called state capture. These people don't want opposition. They don't want anybody to ask questions. They don't want anyone that exposes their inability, their incompetence. If not, I don't know how Obolo or whatever he is called can be a leader of a state, a governor, as that number one citizen of a state. Now, to compound it all, an APC chairman. By mere looking at him, it's assumed that he looks a bit polished, but it happens that he is even worse than the unexposed governor. I don't know what else to say. The ball is now set for the Nigerians to decide. If Edo people still want to continue being led by people like this, it is up to them, because the decision is theirs to take. I believe the youth of Nigeria can never support this kind of oppressive behavior from those that call themselves leaders. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Please do not forget to share this video, like and comment. Share your thoughts and views. What do you think about what this governor and the so-called APC chairman in Edo State, their words and actions, what do you think about it? Share it in the comment section. And please, if it is your first time coming across my videos, please, I plead with you to follow my page. Thank you, and God bless you.